Oh, yes, boss. 4:44 the world back in there again once again, dog. That sleep was A1, bruh. Listen, as the first night in like 2, 3 weeks, I actually got a full night's rest and I ain't wake up none through the night. So you know I'm ready to just drop it on you today. You feel me? Check me out, bro. In today's topic, we're going to be talking about understanding black magic part 2. You get what I'm saying? And this is something that a lot of people really need to understand, really need to hear. I'm probably going to drop probably 5 parts to this. I'm going to go as hard as I can and see if I can make this a series because I see a lot of people like it. But what I'm going to be talking about today is different ways people can put voodoo and obia on you, any form of witchcraft, right? So example, a lot of people say, yo, I don't know if you heard somebody tell you this before, but they say, yo, be careful who you eat from. That's very true. Now, when it comes to black magic, one of the best ways that people can tie you is through your food. What does that mean? Yo, there are people, you may not think like this, but there are people who go very far. There are people who would go as far as putting blood and urine in your food. Now, when I say that, I mean period blood. I know women, like some of the island women, they do that stuff. They put period blood inside their food, things like that. So it's like they bind you to them. You get what I'm saying? And I always wondered, yo, why is it that people do that? Or why is it that it's like that? And it's because when people put their actual DNA, it's like you are a part of them in a way, so it's kind of hard for you to leave by them. So that's like a form of bounding you to them, so you don't ever leave them. That's one of the main reasons how I figured out that the church that I was going through, why is it everybody like staying here? They always serving food, and their food is, you know what I'm saying? Their food is popping, but dog, I start finding out people start doing that stuff and they putting that in the food. That's why a lot of people can't go nowhere. Another form of black magic besides somebody tying you and putting something in your food, if somebody can get your hair, that's another thing. Person that I said I know who was supposedly my friend who was hating on me, he's a prime example. He had dreadlocks, right? Listen what I'm about to tell you. He had dreadlocks. Dreads was very long. His girlfriend was like, yo, can I get your dreads? I told him, dog, any girl asking you for your hair, bro, don't do it. Oh, what's the problem? It's my girl. She want to wear my dreads in her head. Yo, the girl got his dreads in his head. Like, literally like how people get their dreads taken out and then they'll get them reattached or whatever. She put them in her head. So it's like, in a way, it's like she's controlling his thought process, if you understand what I'm saying. When somebody has your hair, that's your strength. It's like in the Bible when they talk about Samson and Delilah. No, it don't work that way, but at the same time, your hair is very crucial to you and your growth when it comes to DNA. If somebody's gonna put voodoo on you, don't give nobody a hair. Another example, my mother. My mom used to give me little hints, and I'd be like, yo, why is it that I had all these baby pictures when I had long hair, but my hair not going nowhere? Or why is it I have all these pictures with this hair, where did my hair go? My mom told me, oh, when you were a baby, you were afraid of your hair, so I had to cut it off. So I'm like, I was afraid of my own hair? Okay, yeah, I'm a child, so I can understand certain things. That's when I got to knowing my mom cut off my hair and she left it in a box, a shoe box. So I'm like, why would you put my hair in a shoe box? Oh, it's so precious, it's so nice. Then all of a sudden, all that stuff got stolen. Lies. She took all of that and sent that to a root worker, obia worker back home. You're not smart, Maxine. I figured you out, buddy. But what I'm trying to let you know is anybody who's giving you food. So understand the traits. Food, watch who you eat food from. That's one. Two, anybody who you feel like, yo, I don't feel weird or I don't feel right. They always fixing my food, always fixing my drinks. Stop letting people fix your food, fix your drinks. You get what I'm saying? That's one of the easiest ways for somebody to catch up to you and put voodoo obia on you, right? Another one, like we said, food. Somebody's fixing your food. Be very careful of that. People can definitely, I mean, not your food, but your hair. If somebody get a chance to lock with your hair or get a decent piece of your hair, that's a form of witchcraft as well, because that's a form of how they can control people. Another form of how people put witchcraft on somebody. We have food, we have hair. Oh, as well, your clothing. That's very important. Never, ever, ever let anybody get your clothing like that, because your clothing is something very important. Clothes contain your DNA, your every being, your all of that good jazz. There are people who would love to get a hold of your clothing and do stuff to you as well. That's another sign. Be very careful of that. When somebody can get your shirt, belongings, pictures. Now, it goes as short as pictures, bro. There are people who will literally get your pictures and go send it to go do root work on it or whatever the case may be. I.e., my mom. My mom stole our whole photo album with me, my brother, my father, all the men in our family. That's how she was able to do root work. So not only did she get rid of my father through putting poison in his food, because that's what you did, you went ahead, you enslaved me through putting stuff in my food, as well as that taking a photo album and my hair and sending it off to your little root working buddy back home in Jamaica. That hoe gonna die. I'm telling you. I feel it, boy. That foot drag over there gonna die too. You feel me? That's another form. Food, hair, clothes. Those are some of the main ways somebody can go ahead and get you caught up and put voodoo on you. Another thing besides pictures, be very careful of who you give your pictures to. Even though we're in a social media era and people feel like, yo, I gotta take a pic for the gram, I gotta do this for Snapchat or whatever it is your social media platform is. People can also do voodoo through you through pictures, as well as that your children. That's why you have to be very careful of how you do things, who you let hold your kids, who you let watch your kids, all of these type of things, because that definitely does play an it factor in somebody doing work on you, magic. And as well, you have to be protected and make sure you say your prayers, bro, because a lot of the times whenever you see certain things happen to you, no, it's not you that wants it, but it's somebody else that's doing work on you. And that's another thing as well. Besides those little forms of magic, when you're protected, listen closely to this one as well. When you're protected and people see it, they feel it, here's what people do. They go to their root lady or their obia worker, right? Okay, go put magic on this person. Sometimes those people, they'll call to try and check up on you or have somebody, yo, watch them. Is their life in shambles yet? Is their life in shambles yet? What's going on? What's going on over there? Did the magic work? And then they see, yo, the magic didn't hit the person that was their target. So let me go back and do magic again. If you do it the first time and see it didn't work, the second time, yo, you shouldn't even be playing with that. But just to let you know, that's going to come back to you tenfold. If somebody sent magic on you and you're protected, this is automatically what happens. That magic starts to happen around you. and the people that you're out of work with, interact with, those set people. Once somebody sends magic your way and you're protected, you just have to understand that you're just going to have to deal with going through the motions, just like life. You're just going to have a lot of people on you that's on BS, and you're like, yo, why is everybody acting weird, acting funny? Chances are somebody probably sent some voodoo or some magic towards you, and that's what's backfiring and taking place in the settings that's around you. And of course, you can't really control it, because why? You're just there handling your business, and it's like, dog, I didn't even anticipate this. No, you didn't anticipate it, but at the end of the day, somebody intended for you to get caught up in magic and in their BS. You know what I'm saying? So remember this in life, bro. Be careful who it is that you screw over in life. Be careful who it is you hang around. We'll never necessarily know, but in this day and age where we're at, magic and witchcraft is being introduced heavily, and a lot of people are picking it up thinking that it's something to do or it's a game, and that's why the world is the way that it is right now. People are learning things, but they don't know the full back end stuff of it, and that's why they're not elevating, or it's just a lot of chaos. Example, there's a lot of people who do this kitchen magic stuff, bro. Kitchen magic and all of that stuff to try and poison somebody or whatever, put something in somebody's food. Dog, you're gonna get caught. And that's another thing. Let me teach you this. Learn this, bruh. This is very important. I just remembered this because I was thinking about it. Another way you can tell if somebody had magic done on you through food is if their food always used to taste good, bro. And then all of a sudden, it's like, dog, you've been putting too much salt in the food? What's going on with you? It's like you've lost your touch. That person was probably playing with magic, bro. Like my mom, for example. My mom food used to taste so good, bruh. Oxtail, rice and peas, all of that, brown stew, curry. Now, and the last time I ate my mom food, I think that was like earlier this year. That's how much I don't even go around my mom. I don't eat her food, no none of that, because I start to see certain things. People use spells for every and any little thing. There are people who use spells for beauty. There are people who use spells for domination. There's people who use spells for all type of foolishness. My mom sold her soul to the devil. She used domination spells on me. All type of jazz. You get what I'm saying? But then I started to understand something. Just like I said, it's a balance in life. Forward, backward, night, day. Now that my mom has been caught, found out, and been exposed to a lot of people, I'm going to show you how slowly and surely that magic goes ahead and it plays with you. My mom's looks is already deteriorating even more. Her hair falling out of her head. All of that big crowd, big lifestyle of people like, oh yeah, this my friend, this my friend, this my friend. People are starting to scatter. And that's another thing. People play with magic. Yo, this is very important. This is so important. I'm so glad I said, thank you, Yahweh. People play with magic to blind people like that's around them, that they don't want them to see or understand or know, yo, what it is that I really got going on. Some people will be like, yo, why is it this person always behave like this? But you can't get away from them. They got work on you, bruh. They got work on you. And remind you, I work in a cemetery. I've seen all type of next level witchcraft that people do. In the cemetery, my supervisor is there literally working with us. Yo, I gotta stop. I just got a call. Somebody has a bloody chicken in a bag in Pineview Cemetery or in another cemetery. And I'm like, dog, people really out here with this voodoo stuff? Yes. Yes. No, I seen people come to the cemetery, trucks in pickup trucks doing wild, reckless shit, like riding over the headstones that we just went ahead and weeded. Like, nah, boss, what is you doing? You see the nigga jump out? He jump out like a zombie like this. Grab the shovel out the back of the truck and start shoveling the dirt from the cemetery and throwing it in the back. That's graveyard dirt. People doing some next level witchcraft. Just like, I don't know if you ever heard of, all right. You ever ask anybody if you ever heard about when somebody take a cow tongue and they nail it to a tree? All of that is voodoo. Voodoo, so a certain person don't talk. You get what I'm saying? My whole life, my mom used certain voodoo on me. Let me tell you how strong my mom magic was, bro. When I was going through, when my father passed away, and my mom put voodoo on me, the type of voodoo that she put on me was through domination, was through what she would tell me, the way she would look at me and say it. My mom looked, it's like I was talking to a demon my whole life. My mom said, yo, you're going to school. You're not going to disrespect anybody. You're not going to talk to anybody. You're not going to this. You're not going to that. You're going to respect people. Bruh, let's say another kid wanted to beef with me, right? I'd automatically dead it, because whenever like somebody wanted to start some type of war with me, it's like 1,000 people held my arms. Somebody was like this to me. Like, you cannot talk. So let's say, for instance, somebody like, yo, get the hell out of my way, I want to say something back to you. Automatically, I can't say nothing. So let's say if I try to say something slick and a fight pop off, chances are you could probably beat my ass, bro, because I feel like I got 1,000 people holding on to me. So my whole life, I had to sit there and take shit. Example, my mom used spells for people to come and attack me and wage war with me. I got in a fight with this kid named Andy when I was in 10th grade, bro, and outside of school. This nigga took it upon himself, yo, I want to fight you when you got a broken ankle. Nobody can help you, right? I got a broken ankle. The nigga just excited. We fighting, all of that. And it's like, bro, why is it this nigga want to fight me now when I have a broken ankle and I never knew you never liked me? You just randomly walked up to me, I want to fight you because I got pressure with you. Dog, when I said I have marks on my face, I had to go to school with that. I literally, like, was trapped in my head, wanting suicide, like a lot of shit, bro. I remember this what made me look at my mom different. My mom looked at me and laughed at me and said, you got a black eye. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up, bitch. And I told my mother that. Like, and she was like, oh, who you getting disrespectful? I was like, yo, you don't ever fucking disrespect nobody like that. And I say, you know what's so funny? I noticed that whenever bullshit happens, that's when you're very excited. That's when I start realizing what my mom did. My mom has killed a lot of people through magic. If you know of any bigger murderer or serial killer, I don't think they fucking with Maxine, bro. And I'm not even gonna call your last name as Dixon. You ain't my family, dog. I don't even know my mother's real last name. My mother has murdered so many people, it's not even funny. Example, and my mom is so stupid, and I hope you're listening to this too, bitch. My mom killed a lady who loved my daddy, right? There was this lady, I don't know her name, but because my mom has a win at all cost type of mentality, people who do that type, who dabble in magic and they have that type of mentality, watch out for them people. This lady was not trying to talk to my daddy. Never. One day I heard, yo, there was this lady who tried to talk to your father. You get what I'm saying? This is before I was born. She really wanted to talk to your father. And my mom seen her as competition. I don't need this bitch around, or whatever the case may be, however she thinks. Bro, one day, my cousin told me, yo, check me out. Some shit happened where they said, yo, the lady who was pursuing your father magically died. And the way how he said it, what do you mean like she just magically died? It was like, yo, she was in a car and she got in a car wreck, right? But the car wreck that she got into, it was supposed to be something where she could have came out, but she couldn't come out of it. So supposedly the girl must have gotten a car accident in a taxi, right? She wasn't driving, she was in the back seat. The car got in a wreck, and from the impact, the car caught on fire, and the lady burned in the car. But here's what my cousin told me that made me know, say, yo, it's magic and shit. He said, dog, when the lady passed away and they pulled her body from the car, she wasn't burnt, no nothing. She just died. So I'm like, that's weird, bro. A car set on fire from an impact and a lady not burned up, no nothing. She was protected by God. She had to be protected, but at the end of the day, for somebody to just magically, mysteriously die like that, she had something to do with it, bro. There's different spell magics, bro. Let's go deeper, dog, because this shit is like 20 something. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna leak it, bro. I'm gonna continue for our next part and add that to part 3, bro. You get what I'm saying? So today you learned about, how people can put voodoo on you, the different steps that people will take, and the little effects that are happening whenever you notice somebody who put voodoo on you through food and shit. What happens after a while, certain things start to deteriorate and you don't look at them people the same. You feel me? But with that being said, it's your boy 444 The World. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, dog. I'm not playing with y'all, bro. Make sure you liking, commenting, and sharing my stuff, bro. Subscribing, all of that. You got a friend who needs some help? Pick a topic, dog. Give it to them. You get what I'm saying? I'm holding up my end of the bargain, Chief. I'm asking that you do the same. With that being said, you guys take care. Enjoy your week. Don't work too hard. I'm on vacation, blood. Like 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? 2-week vacation. I ain't doing nothing, bro. So I'm gonna be dropping them hot this week. You feel me? Love you guys. Take care. Don't work too hard. Any one of your bosses tell you that you need to pick it up, tell them, yo, you need to go suck yourself. Let me stop playing. Don't tell your boss. But make sure you guys go to work and don't work too hard, man. Remember, put fun in everything it is that you do, and it'll never seem like you're doing work, all right? Love you guys. Peace.